Hi everybody, welcome to a video review of the Rehab Profit Analysis tool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through an example so you can see how this tool will help you with your real estate purchase, rehab, and resale profit analysis. So as you can see, this covers purchase costs, finance costs, holding costs, rehab costs, sales costs, and then you get your profit analysis. On the right, you will see that we have categories for general rehab, 3 bathrooms, a kitchen, laundry room, a family room, living room, dining room, foyer, den, 4 bedrooms, structural, exterior, and a garage. So this gives you quite the opportunity to actually, as you're walking through a house, to capture what you think is going to be needed across multiple rooms. Makes it a lot easier to do your final estimation. So let's do a quick walkthrough with this. So unfortunately, I gotta move this little piece on the bottom. There we go. My little recording piece. So let's look at the purchase cost. Let's assume that you're looking to buy a house where the purchase price is $125,000. So I have some comments. Comments on the right, the price you're paying for the house. Next row, you put down how much cash you're putting down. And then, of course, this calculates your amount financed. Anything that's shaded is a calculated field. So let's assume that you're going to do one loan. You're going to do a loan for $100,000 with a 6% annual interest rate amortized over 30 years. We're not saying you take 30 years to pay it. This is so you can factor your payments. You can put any number in here. Assume you're paying points and you're paying 2 points. And you may need this if you're using hard money lender or commercial loan or sometimes private money. In this case, since you're doing a first loan of $100,000, there's no second. But if you make this $80,000, watch what happens. You'd see a second for $20,000. Let's undo that. So it calculates automatically. And of course, you have your interest rate, term, points. Now let's look at some of the other items you need. Title insurance. If you're purchasing a title policy, you want to add that number here. If you're doing sub 2, the conventional thought is you don't need to do that. So it's up to you. We also factor in a state and local transfer tax rate. And typically, it's split between buyer and seller in most states. So like in Pennsylvania, the state transfer tax is 2%, buyer and seller pay 1%. If you're in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, it's another 2%. So buyer and seller each pay 1%. So put your own numbers in here. The actual dollar number gets calculated based on a percent. And we look at some other fees. If you're paying a mortgage application fee, and here's your points number. So this is the dollar value of the points that you put in, 2 points, $100,000. And if you're wondering, yes, that should be shaded in gray, so we will get to that. Deferred points. Some hard money lenders may charge points, but they'll take them in the back end. So this way, we're going to assume that $1,000 in your $2,000 is deferred to the back. You put whatever number in here you want, or what your lender's working with. Recording fees, home inspection fee, anything else you're paying, document fee, attorney fees. There's prorated taxes. You can talk to your title company about any taxes you're going to have prorated, and a tax escrow as well. If it's most times you're going to have to pay a tax escrow. So any fees we missed, appraisal fee, wood infestation report, and if you're paying an assignment fee to get to a wholesaler to get a property, you want to put that number in here because that's important. And this gives you your total closing costs. So the closing costs, as you can see, does not include a down payment because that's not really a closing cost per se. Total cash you need to close is the closing costs and the down payment. So this is where you can see the number that you need to come up with the settlement. And this will calculate for you your first loan monthly payment and your second loan monthly payment. And we really use these to factor into your holding costs. Monthly taxes on the property, monthly insurance, monthly utilities, because you got to pay them, heat, electric, water, and sewer. So you get your total monthly carrying costs here of $1,100. Let's look at selling costs. Let's assume at this property that the ARV after repair value is $250,000 and that's what you sell it for. Put in your sales commission rate, back to the state transfer, local transfer. Now you get your commissions in dollars, so you can see your transfer tax, documentation fee, anything else that you're paying when you're selling the property. You get some money back from the tax escrow refund, miscellaneous fees, loan payoff. We're going to assume here that minimal principal has been paid off. You're holding the house for a few months, and I didn't want to start factoring in amortization of on a 30-year loan 5 months in. So your loan balance is going to be pretty close to what you started with. And again, this is always just for estimating. Deferred points. Here's those deferred points that carried over from the purchase side. So you get your total closing costs of $18,000. But yeah, it's a big number. Total cash received at settlement. This shows you how much money you get back at settlement, which is fine. We'll get to the profit analysis in a bit. Let's look at rehab. So in this scenario, we're going to look at, you have general rehab, which you can see mold, dumpster, bulk item, plumbing permits, demolition, other, interior cleanup, yard cleanup. And you can add other items in here. If you know that there's other things that you want, or from some of the other spreadsheets that you get in the Kickstart package, you can actually say, you know what, I want to add something else in here, and you can go ahead and do it. So, but for the sake of this, we got dumpster load, we've got electrical permit, interior cleanup and yard cleanup. So you get you can change your cost factor. If you're just starting out, you maybe want to make this like 15% or higher. So it gives you some unexpected cost or room margin for error, and your total. So here's your total for general rehab. Next, we can look at bath. And one thing I want to show you is off to the right on this. You'll see these little tabs. You can focus strictly on certain items. Let's say you're going to look at flooring. So if you notice, if you click just on flooring, only the flooring items in category show up here. So if you click on lighting, only lighting. Bath, shower, only items related to the bath or shower. You can clear them all by, there's a way to simply, clear filter. Here you go, clear the filter and they're all gone. If you add new items, which you can do, you can add new categories. New categories will automatically appear up in this list up on the right. So for the sake of this, we're going to assume you're going to refinish a tub for $300. Here's some wall tile. So square feet, 30 square feet, $2 a square. Medicine cabinets, repair damaged ceiling, no drywall sheets. You're going to put a new faucet in, and laminate flooring. So flooring, put some vinyl laminate down. Anything else you want to do, some labor, tiling, 2 hours, $40 an hour. You can add additional labor costs if you want to put in here. We have painting, and you can put in simply like put something else that you want in here. Assume you need some baseboard, a gallon of wall paint, a gallon of ceiling paint, some tile adhesive, and grout. So you price all this in and have a 10% margin factor. You're looking at $1,100 for the bathroom. Now you can do, assume this is a 1.5 bath. So here's bathroom number 2. And see up here, you can call this, you can change name up. Bathroom name, you can change it to, let's say, powder room. So you can call it powder rooms. That way you can reference what it is this room is. And here, well, there's not a powder room because we're talking about shower. Let's just call this hall bath. Your third bathroom could be a powder room. So here you have shower doors and shower head, some stuff you're fixing on the shower. So again, some wall tile, porcelain tiles. This could be for a floor, plumbing work, 4 hours, $50 an hour. I know I have a cheap plumber. So you can do your construction, carpentry, tiling, labor, all in here. And what do you get? You get your subtotal for this bathroom. No powder room in this example. Let's move on. No foyer, or we're not doing any work in the foyer. Kitchen. I'm just trying to show you how a walkthrough. So assuming you're going to refinish cabinets, you can show that you're purchasing new cabinets. You can do a breakfast bar. You can put in your own dimensions for base cabinets because there's plenty. There's 9-inch, 15-inch, 12-inch. I mean, so you can just type in the number in these brackets so you know what you're getting, quantity, price. Repair damaged ceiling, got a drywall sheet in here. You're putting in a dishwasher, garbage disposal, and a standard microwave. So if you don't like micro standard, you can change this and put convection. It's up to you. You can just type in what you want. Laminate. Yeah, more of the same here. Floor installation, 6 hours, $40 an hour. Outlets, baseboard. We even got corner beads for drywall. Your different paints, spackle, shutoff valves. So you replace shutoff valves. Like that's something you need to check. Let me tell you, when you're buying an older house, are those darn shutoff valves? And 1,700. There you go. So you get the idea here. Laundry, putting a new washer. Interior door, a new faucet, towel bar, get some vinyl flooring, electrical work, replace a ceiling light. You're going to need some 50-foot of wire for this example, some trim molding, Again, paint. And you put up some shelves. So 10 foot of shelves and a laundry tub is also going in. So expensive laundry tub, but that's okay. $900. Family room. You can walk through what you're doing in the family room. You're going to put carpeting down with some padding. Miscellaneous could be all of your trim pieces that you need for a carpet around the walls. You're just going to do some paint, spackle, and so basically $600 for that. Your living room, nothing being done in the living room. Dining room, den, we have nothing there either. If you want to shift, if you've not used Excel, you can little arrow here on the right and get to the other items. So bedroom, so you're putting new bifold doors in, some carpet. So this is the master bedroom up here. So you can always change it around. Closet light, some HVAC vent covers. There you go. Second bedroom, I'm not putting anything here. You can call this front bedroom, back bedroom. You can change the name to whatever you want up in here. So you got 4 bedrooms to work with. Structural, you're going to clean and service the HVAC system, replace a thermostat. You got a chimney repair to get done, chimney cleaning, a chimney certification. Yeah, if you're buying homes with chimneys, depending on what state or municipality you're in, you may have to go through all this as well. So deck needs some work. You're going to have somebody come in, and whether it's to refinish or fix up some parts, 10 hours now. You can change this deck labor to quote, like right over here. You can see you can change per hour. Somebody says, look, it's going to, I'll do this deck for $400. So you can just change that to 400. Or sorry, you just change that to quote, just put 1 and 400. You're going to get the same net result. It's up to you. You can change these around. So in this example, your material quote that you got was $350. That can include boards, that can include corner posts, that can include hanging brackets, it can include nails. You know, it's a lot to list out. So, or if someone wants to do a complete job for you, you can just put that number in. So, and then leave these 2 blank, you know, the complete job. It's up to you how you want to do this. So, service replacement, we're going to upgrade to 200 amps. So you can put, I see you put some comments in here. These could be notes from your field notes on your inspection list. That way you put these in and you keep track of what you're doing. I need a doorbell. Roof insulation, 10 rolls of roof insulation you're going to need. Foundation repair, let's say there's some work that needs to be done. You get a quote to repair foundation. Roof repair, you could have a leaky section, some rotted wood, and there's some shingle replacement. You get a quote for $450 to replace that, fix it. Exterior door to be replaced. A couple gallons of paint, some better paint, $25 a gallon. Wood stove, assume there's a wood stove in this house and you want to get that fixed. Door might be hanging off, or the smokestack isn't connected right to it, so you got to take care of it. Crack repair, if the basement has any cracks that you can take care of, there's those epoxy-based kits, or even a labor job for somebody to come in. I had a quote for a basement for fixing a crack from top to bottom, $3,000, and that was their minimum price to do anything, just to bring the trucks out, as they say. So you can anything here: basement waterproofing, concrete wall sealer. There's various brands that you can use if you can do some concrete wall sealer, sump pump, all the goodies. In this example, you're going to clean out the basement. It's a lot of crap sitting down here. Get rid of it. So we also give you some stuff for crawl spaces as well. If there's that. Engineer report. Let's assume that for some reason you needed this. And for crack repair, you're going to need some mortar. You can see there's a lot of items in here. Foundation, you want to grade the foundation, so slope water away, 20 bags of dirt, $2 a bag. So here you have there. Some miscellaneous labor you can add. Water heater, so all the goodies. Roof, let's assume that the roof in this example, labor materials to do some roof work here is going to be $2,000. So now you look and say, for the structural, you're almost $7,000. Exterior, you got your variety of doors, landscaping. In this example, we're going to replace the door from a garage into the house. Got some trees, we'll put some mulch down, a new mailbox, and some concrete mix for 2 bags for anchoring the mailbox back in. We also cover things like buried oil tank removal. In parts of the Northeast, you may find that there's oil tanks that were buried in the ground. You got to get them out. And potentially EPA evaluation to make sure there's no leaky oil, so you don't have any contaminated soil. bags of asphalt for driveway repair, or some crack sealer, so we put some top coat on. You can see the categories for pool, remove, replace pool line, repair pool walls, pump and heater, repair, replace, repair cracks, recoat, and plus siding as well. So got all the items here. So you have $650 for exterior. Now let's look at garage. All right, let's assume we're not doing anything to the garage. Garage is fine. So now let's say you have all these and say, well, what do we got? Let's go look at your profit analysis tab. Way back over here, profit analysis. So let's look. Profit. So gross sale from the house was almost $100,000. And let's assume that it took 6 months that you held this from start to finish. So your carrying costs, take that monthly number over those 6 months, is $7,000. Here's the total rehab cost. This is a number from the sum of all those tabs, 15 grand. So your total costs are almost 23,000. So your total net profit is 76. So here we have a nice little cost to ARV ratio that you see in a lot of the materials. So your magic number, and you can, if you're doing a rehab, if you get this number under 80%, you have a really good deal. If it's over it, you may not be making as much as you think. And if you're going to be pricing this out for a flip, this number really should be no more than 65% total cost to ARV for another investor to buy that property. Now let's assume you were going to figure a max offer price. So we always see about the maximum price to offer for a flip or assignment. So this is based on the calculations. This is the maximum price you want to offer the seller if you wish to wholesale or assign the property. So then you want to minimum target profit. So if you want to buy and rehab the property, so this is if you want to flip it. If you want to buy and rehab it and you want at least $50,000 profit in here, here's your max offer price for a rehab. So you don't offer any more than this based on getting a minimum target profit of here. So as you can see, this really lets you play around with numbers to help you determine how much profit you're going to make, maximum price to offer, and give you a good estimate of what it's going to cost to rehab a property. That's it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more on our Rehab Profit site.